What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 73 of the Taste Cast, a weekly podcast where we talk about things, react to things, do a bunch of random shit. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And a quick reminder that to play Mafia 3 and Dead by Daylight, both offer for free on PlayStation Plus. Play those, come back at the end of the month, which is soon, and come back for Plus Club. We'll talk about our opinions of those games. Let us know yours. And our game of the month is Vermintide 2. We will get to play that soon because Chris is going back home.
Sending me away. I'm going back to the box.
Send him right back to the fucking box where he belongs. There's a two-man operation here. Chris gets his own box. It's a fair trade. And yeah, we have a Discord down below. Click the link and talk to us anytime, all the time. It's been a little quiet ever since you came here, and everybody's living in WoW right now. So I hope everyone's doing fine in there. But join the Discord, and we're on podcast platforms, iTunes, Spotify, all that shit. If you want to listen to us, and if you're listening to us and you want to watch us, come to Tasty Loot Gaming at YouTube and check us out. But with every Taste Cast, we typically talk about what we've been playing. You haven't been playing shit.
Jack shit.
So let me ask you a question. When you get back, what are you going to play? What are you thinking about?
Everything. I have to give a special shout out because Keith bought me a copy of Battle for Azeroth.
Woo!
Hey. So
Benefits of the channel.
I really appreciate it. So I definitely will be jumping on that at some point and try to like stream a little bit maybe here and there. I mean, I don't want to spoil a story for people who like aren't playing it and want to play it. But
Just type in the title, no spoilers, and then just do the storyline.
over and over again, cinematics.
Yeah. Even when you beat it, just go back and do it again. Be like, what the fuck? You're like, I gotcha.
But I want to play Warframe. I want to play Vermintide. I got to play the Plus games because I didn't get a chance to do that.
I need somebody to play Dead by Daylight with.
Yeah. We need to get like a Survive with Your Friends game going. Because I know the ins and outs watching millions of streamers. Well, not millions, but one streamer for millions of hours playing the game.
Fair.
Yeah, millions of people, 1 hour each.
I would say that's quite impressive. I didn't know millions of people played that game. It seems like there's enough people playing it though. Every time I go to play it, there's quite a bit of people playing it. So it's a lot better than the original experience I had playing that game. Because when I played it, I couldn't even be a killer. For some reason, wouldn't let me do it. So
Weird.
Yeah, it was very weird. Yeah, and then we need to play Vermintide 2 because
and Monster Hunter.
We need to play Monster Hunter. I need to pick up a Switch.
So do I.
Money.
I also need to get a new motherboard.
Yeah.
And CPU.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just build a whole computer.
Well, I don't need those two.
Fair. Ain't that much. Ain't too bad. Yeah. So that's what you're gonna play. Yes. That's what you will be playing. We'll be talking about that on the next Taste Cast, whatever the fuck that is. So on this channel, it's just up in the air. Something's gonna happen. For sure, something every week is gonna happen, but we don't know what the fuck it's gonna be. What have you been playing?
I did the, I guess what you would call the introductory part of Mafia 3. I don't want to talk about it too much, obviously, because we've talked about it at the end of the month.
Did you shoot anything?
Yes.
All right.
You basically, it's the introduction to where, the basis of the story is. So, how do I word it without spoiling anything? Man, I don't know. So essentially,
are you trying to tell people the storyline or something?
No, I'm just trying to.
You do
trying to emphasize like how far I got into the game is all, and I
got far enough to shoot people.
Yeah, I
do a lot of that in the game.
I got far enough to shoot people. Watch a scene that takes place in a bar.
It's brutal.
That's brutal. Yeah.
Whap, whap,
and
whap,
then,
whap, whap. Guess what that is?
Cat.
That too. What are those?
What?
We're making sound effects.
Yeah. Apparently we have two different shows going on right now.
And then I haven't done the mission after that yet, so that's where I'm at in that game. And Final Fantasy 14, I finally hit max level. I beat the base story for Stormblood, working on the patches, and tried out Eureka, which is their alternative to your relic weapon. For people who are familiar, if you're not familiar, your relic weapon is like your one of your optional end game weapons that used to be a item you got, and then you spent points into it by running dungeons. In this case, now it is a whole zone that you collect materials, and you put those materials plus a piece of gear to make a better piece of gear. So it's
I like better pieces of gear.
It's
my favorite.
I don't know how I feel about it yet though. It's slow starting. I'll say that much. So but
That's code word for grindy.
Yeah. It gets a little better as you are able to
code.
survive it more, just because you can't like leave very far from town at first. So you're just kind of killing the things outside, and no one's doing groups out there, so you're just soloing for a little bit. And
Jump on with it.
you're gonna find time for Final Fantasy and WoW. I'd be very surprised.
And the Plus games.
I'm unemployed.
He's got more time than
I
everybody.
mean, that's true. So, but yeah, that's everything I've been playing.
That's why he needs the new motherboard and processor and all shit, so he can have 2 computers at once. And just
Become the Matrix.
yep.
Just dual
With
boxing.
his foot on a PS4 is fucking knocking it all out in a week. You gotta make up for fucking 3 weeks of not playing, or 2 weeks. That's all you've been playing?
That's it.
All right, I've also played Final Fantasy 14 recently, enjoying it. Played with some really good parties. Played with a really shitty one, but they're all very nice. So that's interesting, because typically when you play with people who are shitty, they're normally assholes too. But these people were just like, eat the fruits. I was like, I'll eat the fruit. And they're like, and then I ate fruit, and someone else is like, you got burrs. I'm like, okay.
I know what fight you're doing.
Yeah.
The big Marlboro.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm being vague because that was my experience. You guys are like, what the fuck? You did? What's going on? Same thing, right? So as soon as I got in that dungeon, everyone just fucking booked ass. As soon as I got there, it was like, wah! And as we got to the opening, the tank and the fucking healer just fucking go left as hard as they can. And the little baby Taru, they're not Tartarus, they're fucking Lalafels.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking, what's a Taru?
Final Fantasy 11.
11. Yeah.
Little baby man. It's funny too. As they were running, I ran too, because I was like, I gotta catch up. I run past little man, and I turn around, and he's just like marching down the fucking walkway. I didn't know he could walk in that game. I'm just like staring at him as he goes by me, and he's just like, and then he goes, and just like fucking runs to the right. He leaves everybody. He's got other things going on over here apparently that he hasn't told. Yeah, so he goes over there. And I don't even think about it. I'm like, okay, he must know what he's doing. I go left with the other guys. He takes on every single fucking thing in sight. And I know that they collect them all. I've played MMOs. But fucking, he can't hold threat. I'm constantly getting hit by shit. I'm not even doing most of my fucking big moves. The healer fucking is sitting there not healing me at all. And then he dies. Like instantly. And as soon as I see him drop, I'm just dead.
Chain reaction. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm watching his health. I'm like, that's getting fucking low. And then all of a sudden he's just on the ground. I'm looking at him through the crowd. And then I go, I'm dead. I'm like, and then we restart. And the healer's like, stay with the tank, please. I was like, who didn't? And they're like, the fucking, the
little guy?
The bard or whatever the hell. I was like, that motherfucker. And he doesn't say shit. He's just standing there staring at us. And then we get to the first fight. And I'm dying. I don't know why I'm dying. I've never done this before. I'm dying. I don't know why I'm dying. And fucking, we all wipe because the tank dies again for some reason. I don't know if the healer's not healing well or what. But we go back in there, and I start dying again. And fucking the little bard guy is like, eat, all caps, eat, T-E-H, te, like we're back in 2006. Eat te fruit. And he's like, I'm like, okay, I'll eat the fruit. And I fucking went over, there's fruit on the ground, you eat it. And the person's like, don't eat it until you have 2 stacks of whatever the fuck.
3.
Well, last fight is 3, I guess.
Yeah.
They were like, eat 2 on the first one, eat 3, or, on 3, or eat 1 on 3 stacks or whatever. But yeah, so this whole thing, I got a tank who can't hold threat constantly, who's just rushing into shit. A healer that won't heal this guy very well, won't heal me at all. And then fucking eat the fruit, fucking bard. Who's like off on his own eating fruit somewhere, I think. I think he was just over there just fucking eating it all before anyone else could touch it. So that was, it was interesting. It makes a good story, but overall it's a very frustrating dungeon to do because that in any MMO is just not a good party working together. So it was very nice though. I'm very surprised because we kept fucking having to redo it and nobody got angry. So that was great because other games people would be like, fucking noob. I'll be like, fuck you.
So I don't run into too many jerks in 14, so.
The community seems to be pretty well, like, social and not just, like, dickwads. I've almost never run into anybody who's
We're dying, and we got a little fucking bar. Eat the fruit.
Eat the fruit.
And no one's like, shut the fuck up. They're just like, yeah, do what the guy who ran off and died is telling you to do.
It was like when I was doing Eureka earlier today. I joined a group, and we're fighting things I shouldn't even be, like, standing next to. And they would turn, they'd smack me and one-shot me, and I just laughed. I was like, I'm sorry. And they're like, no, welcome to Eureka. I was like, okay. So
maybe I'll play a bard again.
Yeah, they recommended ranged. I was like, yeah, I play samurai. That's what I want to play. So
I want to play the engineer?
Machinist.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to try that out whenever the fuck I can.
Soon.
But yeah, been enjoying it. I still need to get my skimpy ass outfit. I'm trying to look hot as hell for the summer. What's left of it in Final Fantasy 14?
The event.
Yeah,
I heard about
yeah.
that.
Everybody's just looking hot as hell in their sweet suits.
I wonder how long it's going on.
I want to look the part too.
I think the 24th.
I'll be back enough for like 4 days. I'm just gonna bust it out.
I would say it takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah, apparently it's very fast. Yeah, so I've been playing that. It's very fun. I'm enjoying it. I've been playing pretty much all month exclusively Dead by Daylight. So we'll obviously talk about that at the end of the month. But apparently I'm enjoying it enough to keep playing it. And I'm not playing it for the channel at this point. I'm playing it because I'm fucking addicted to it. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, I'm digging it. Picked up Doom. It was $10 because of QuakeCon. Played that originally on console when it first came out, and I liked it a lot. Played on PC. Looks amazing, obviously. Came in 2016, so it's fucking been out for a little bit. But it still looks amazing. Plays fucking amazing. Love that fucking game. And with that also, I've been playing Quake Champions, so I'm getting back into the fucking quick shooters that I love so much, which is a lot of where I come from in gaming. Played H1Z1 again on PS4 because it finally released, I guess, and so there's new weapons. They've readjusted a bunch of stuff. Pretty much feels like the same game, but I do like what they've done with the adjustments. It feels a lot better now. Played Onrush again. They have an event going on. Slowly noticed that the online servers work fine and there's people there, but every time I got into a server, it was a lot of the same people, but they're playing all the time. And the game, I guess, is per person, but I was experiencing some latency every once in a while, which really fucking sucks. That's why I don't like playing fighting games online, because if latency happens, I'm gonna get pissed. In this, I had a fucking amazing record, like no losses in Onrush, and then as soon as the fucking latency started, I couldn't even try. Because, like, what would normally feel like tight turning, stuff like that, there was, like, a delay to it. So my reaction sucked, and fucking people were just, like, murdering me constantly. And then my team sucked for a second. And, like, my fucking... Because I was playing ranked. My ranks are fucking... Plummeting, yeah. So I was like, So then I looked it up, and there's a bunch of problems going on with that game right now. Because, who the fuck released it? I think it was Deep Silver? Or whatever.
Deep Silver.
It was the guys who... used to work for Sony, who made MotorStorm, which I loved, so it makes sense why I like Onrush. But apparently, those guys that moved over to Deep Silver, I forgot what they're called there, they disbanded that company after Onrush came out. They gave them all jobs within the company. They just reallocated them to other places.
Okay.
So they didn't get fired, which is awesome to hear. But the guys who made Onrush, that's not a company anymore.
Weird.
So the game didn't do well enough. It also didn't get advertising. I didn't even know about it until Josh mentioned it. He's like, "You hear about that game Onrush?" And then I just picked it up, and I loved it. So really sucks to see that game pretty much failed. But luckily, it's got single player and races you can do without the online. Once the online inevitably goes down,
Right.
But it was just kind of depressing to play it because it's a really fun game. Everybody loves it. If you go into the forums, people love the game. But it's gonna have issues because, like I said, they were like, "You guys didn't do good enough. You guys have to work on other things now."
Maybe it'll pull a Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if No Man's Sky can fucking make a comeback, I think most things can. Well, I guess Final Fantasy 14 can make a comeback. Fucking most things can, because Final Fantasy 14 was hot ass fucking trash.
Almost bankrupt Square.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been playing. Have not played Vermintide 2 all month.
I'm excited.
So
Play with everybody again.
very, very excited to play that. I just bought a new FPS centric mouse, so I've been dying to use that.
I leveled up my Angry Baby.
Oh yeah,
Angry Baby and the Elf. Although I know Chevy likes to play the Elf, so I have Angry Baby as backup level.
baby backup,
Baby backup.
backup baby.
Angry backup baby.
So she's gonna yell it at him now when he goes too far. Back up, baby.
Backup baby.
No. Angry Baby goes deep.
I don't want to hear that. It's awful.
No, it's amazing.
Kind of showy run in here. Anything else you guys have been playing?
No.
Which is perfect because we're actually kind of on a short time limit tonight in filming, so that actually organically went pretty quickly. I was like, let's keep this short. Went short anyway. Let me know in the comments, though, what have you been playing this last week? What do you suggest us play? What are you loving right now? What game are you straight up not loving? I don't know why you'd be playing it. You're like, I fucking hate this game, Seth. Don't play it. Don't make the mistakes I've made in my life.
Don't be obligated to play games every month.
Yeah.
Sometimes it backfires.
Let me know all the mistakes you've made in your life in the comments below.
There's not enough space.
You can't. There's not enough characters per fucking comment, per fucking incident. Yeah. So we have 3 videos we're gonna watch from Shenmue Combat and Minigames trailer because that's coming out, to Stranger Brigade, a game that my boss keeps asking me about. I had never heard of it, and so we're gonna watch something on that. Apparently, that's also coming out very soon. And then Battlefield 5's Gamescom preemptive trailer, because Gamescom happens this week. But apparently they're just fucking shooting their wad early and showing everybody. Yeah. Well, fucking EA and DICE right now are having a lot of problems with Battlefield 5 anyway, so it wouldn't be surprising if they're fucking doing that. That was even close to the fucking noise you made. I can't do that. It hurts my lungs. Yeah, so first thing we're going to watch is the Shenmue Combat and Minigames trailer. Now, this probably won't be anything exciting or new for anybody who played the games back in the day, but I know both of you did not play Shenmue, correct? I did. I played the first one, barely played the second one, and it'll show what the remaster looks like. So, you guys ready?
Sure.
3, 2, 1, go. Chris doesn't need to hear that because he's here. Damn, that was scary. That's some good music.
I'm Corey Marshall, the voice of Ryo in Shenmue 1 and 2. In Shenmue 1 and 2, unraveling the mysteries of your father's murder as Ryo Hazuki isn't just about interviewing residents and chasing black cars.
Do you know anything about that black car?
You'll spend plenty of time sparring with your friends
Voice
and
acting
busting
so
out
good.
the bad guys, as Ryo Hazuki is one up-and-coming jujitsu master. Shenmue 1 and 2 uses real jujitsu moves taken from the Virtua Fighter engine at the time. You learn new moves as you play the game, such as the Tornado Kick and the Iron Palm. You can level up your moves in Shenmue, and then transfer your save to Shenmue 2 and use your hard-earned abilities. They're sure to come in handy
Which is pretty
when
cool.
the bad guys come calling.
Yeah, it actually feels like a
Shenmue
progression
also
of
gave a
story
name
at
to
that
the
point.
Quick Time Event, or QTE. You'll need fast reflexes if you want to outdo your opponents on your quest.
I believe Shenmue was one of the first games to popularize QuickTime events,
When
too.
it's time to unwind, Shenmue 1 and 2 have no shortage of distractions. The in-game arcade features fully working versions of favorite all-time classics like Hang On and Space Harrier.
What the?
How's that guy
There's
flying?
forklift racing,
Yeah.
duck racing,
Ducks!
or just relax and grab a soft drink.
Ah, good.
The myriad of things to do in a vast world created
can't wait to
almost
play this
20
again.
years ago
I'm
is what
still
makes
being thrown
Shenmue
off by
1
his
and
voice
2
actor.
The epic saga.
He doesn't
Dude,
define
back then they all
modern
sounded
gaming.
like that.
Begins again.
This is the beginning of the saga beginning again. So August 21st, very soon. Damn. That brings me back to old creepy Sega fucking commercials. I'm picking this up day one. I'm really excited to play it again. But what'd you guys think?
It looks cool. I I always, say how I like playing games where you feel like you kind of like live in them because they have a bunch of extra stuff to do, and Shenmue definitely, from what I've heard and now what I've seen, is that kind of game. Like being able to just like kind of stop doing the progression to kind of just go do something else because you still want to play the game, make it last longer type of thing. You have that, and I really appreciate when companies can do that. So.
I think that's one of the big reasons why Shenmue stuck out so much for everybody in that time, because that was before like Yakuza and stuff. That was on Dreamcast, so people weren't at that, like Grand Theft Auto type games didn't exist yet in that capacity. So it was like one of the closest experiences to be able to like exist in a world. Like especially on a console game. Like obviously there's MMOs back then, but they still didn't have like the dialogue and the relationships and getting currency to like play mini games, stuff like that. So because a lot of people always bring up the mini games in the game, similar to how people do that with Yakuza now.
For sure.
Josh couldn't stop talking about the mini games. I for a while there I thought Yakuza was just a mini games game.
Well, it's like,
Yeah, exactly. Every 30 seconds is a new fucking thing. Just like, wow, I had that game fucking pinned wrong.
well, it's like Persona 5. Like half the game isn't just being in dungeons fighting things. You're developing relationships. You're going to the movies. You're going to bookstores. Stuff like that. Like there's all this extra stuff to do. So, and I love that aspect of the game.
Yeah. It's also interesting too to see that old of a game. Like obviously you can tell it's older, but the fighting looked pretty decent for the time. And I didn't realize they used the Virtua Fighter engine to do the fighting game.
It's funny because it kind of looks like it after they said it.
After they said it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because back then it was a very advanced combat system. Before that, you just hit square, triangle, and fucking you gotta go bop 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 bop.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
No.
What do you mean no?
Is that it?
That's it. No.
Nah.
Sweep.
They had high kick
Sweep.
and low kick.
Sweep.
This is true. They had to get over here. What'd you think? Duck racing?
Duck racer. Ha! It's nice that these games have like mini games like that, but they seem kind of like a one-off, one and done. Like I wouldn't spend a lot of time doing it. Like, oh, that was neat. Move along. But again, I haven't played this game, so the nostalgia factor isn't there for me, which I think what's really banking on for this. It's great for people who have played these games. They're gonna get a chance to do it again. Maybe a little more fine-tuned, a little more polished. I mean, it's cool, but I probably won't grab it.
And that's a very fair point, because you're not coming from a place of like, oh, I played that back in the day, and now you're not going to look at that and go, whoo, that looks dope. But the thing that's also really smart about it is anybody who did hear about these games or has friends who talked about them and they heard that Shenmue 3 is coming out, they now have a way to get into the series.
Right.
So I would like to see, even though Shenmue did do well when it came out and it does have like a legacy to it, I'd like to see what happened with Yakuza 0 happen with Shenmue, where people now can perhaps maybe get into it, even though the voice acting, I forgot how bad it was.
It's bad.
It's not House of the Dead 2, but it's fucking pretty bad.
It's bad.
Fucking no, don't come
Have you seen a black car?
suffer like G did. That's House of the Dead 2. It was really bad. G, no. Literally. I mean, that's what they fucking... It's like, why'd you even do it? Just do text, man.
That's what they could afford.
Just some
Here's
guy who's...
$20, just read this.
Some asshole would do a better job if they're like, dude, just read this. And he'd be like, G, no. Not G, no. Like, it sounds like fucking the guy was on purpose doing that. Maybe they were. But everything in that game sounded like that. Yeah, so, yeah, really stoked. Really want to play it. Definitely going to play it. You can probably play my copy, because I don't expect you to fucking run out.
I'll say I'd like to play it, so.
But, very stoked. Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking about Shenmue Collection coming out soon? What do you think about Shenmue 3? I'm excited for it. Really excited to see what they do with it. And, let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Shenmue. And it's duck racing in the comments below. Yes. Second video, yes, give me the ducks. They're hauling ass too.
Standalone game. Duck Racer.
They're Shenmue's Duck Racer. 4 Woo-doo fucking duck race. They run faster than those goddamn forklifts. Yeah, second video we're going to watch is Strange Brigade, which is a game that I believe is coming out for everything. Like I said before, me and Shelly work at the same place, and our boss keeps, for the last like couple days, keeps bringing up a game. He's like, you check out that Strange Brigade? I'm like, what? And he's like, Strange Brigade. I'm like, what is that? He's like, you shoot zombies? I'm like, okay. I mean, that's a million games, man. Because he hasn't, he doesn't play as much games as we do. But he kept bringing it up, so I'm like, fuck, I'll look it up finally. And I think it's made by the same guys who made Sniper Elite or Sniper Ghost Warrior. I think Sniper Elite. I think it's Rebellion. I think so. Anyway, I think it's like a 4-person co-op, like Zombie Survival type game. So I was gonna ask you what you guys think about it, but you guys are probably in the same boat as me and have no fucking idea what it is.
No idea.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, it's just a game where Chris walks around, and the game's like, go ahead, go, and Chris is like, go this way, and like, yeah, go that way. Then you're walking, and all of a sudden people show up, and you're like, ah!
Nope.
Why are you here? And they look at you.
Dingle.
Yeah. I'd play that game. All right, let's go. And this is coming out this month, apparently. I don't know shit about this. Let me know in the comments if you know about this game, you're looking forward to it, or you're like, that game is garbage. Why are you watching that?
Welcome to Strange Brigade, a rip-roaring action-adventure video game to be enjoyed solo or with friends in what the boffins call online co-op for 2 to 4 players. You will explore ancient civilizations, uncover untold mystery, and unearth astonishing artifacts.
Like even graphically, I was expecting the force.
It's not all tickety-boo and afternoon tea. No, the Brigade's primary mandate is to dispatch evil wherever it may lurk. Let's see what terrible tyranny you will be facing.
Whee!
A cracking campaign.
This reminds me of that video when you're going on the Indiana Jones ride in
Brigade's
Disneyland.
bountiful story mode for 1 to 4 players. Trouble abounds in North Africa. Archaeologists have gone missing, and Seteki, the witch queen, walks across Egyptian
they stopped
sands
digging in
once
the tombs.
more.
Go dig up them bones, never to be seen again.
Unthinkable monstrosities, rancorous mummies, sword-wielding assassins, fiendish fire-breathing
I wish you just said
terrors,
that out of character.
deadly scorpions,
Ninja.
teleporting ghouls, skeletal
Damn.
pirates, towering guardians, and worse.
Is he asking or telling?
It's a lot of enemy types.
Yeah.
And if Seteki's legion of devilry isn't enough, a minefield of hidden traps,
This reminds me
treacherous
of
puzzles,
the Venture Brothers.
and precariously placed
Yeah.
explosives lie in wait. Hordes of ancient demons.
This looks cool. It's something I'll play.
doom-laden tombs, and a witch queen hell-bent on resurrecting her
witch queens.
evil empire.
I hate
What
bitch queens,
manner
too.
of heroes are capable of felling such ungodly villainy?
Are they though?
It's time to
I'm sure they're
meet
scared
the
of something.
Strange
They have to
Brigade,
be.
the secret
Peanut butter,
organization
heights.
tasked with saving the world from
Cats.
ethereal terrors.
Butter.
First, there's Gracie, a hardy
Gracie.
lass.
Gracie.
Gracie may be a little down to earth, but she's not one for dithering. She's lightning fast with a combustible,
So she's like
and
Rosie
she's
the
got a
Riveter.
mean right
Yeah.
hook too.
She's uppercutting people. Look at that
Next
shit.
up, Nalangu, a Maasai who's traveled across Africa honing her skills as a spirit warrior. Quick on her feet, years of rigorous training have given her the power to drain the very life from her foes.
But they're undead.
Word.
Huh?
They're undead.
Ah yes, Professor
She's
Archimedes
got the
de
powers,
Quincy,
dude. Dick Quincy.
world-renowned archaeologist and scholar, splendid discoverer of hidden secrets. And last but certainly not least, Frank Fairburn.
Frank
A sharpshooter,
Fairburn.
more comfortable with treasure than he is duty. But Frank's made of sturdy stuff, all right.
It's such a weird jacket for like how
Four
the
very
character's been
different
described.
heroes from
Yeah.
four very
Yeah, I don't know why he's
different
dressed like
paths.
that. When I first saw him, I was like, why is he a pirate?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Hanging on a black flag.
Using ancient
Yeah.
amulet thingamajigs, the brigade can harness the
Thingamajigs.
souls of the undead before giving the enemy a taste of their own supernatural medicine. There are 16 unique amulet powers in total, and each adventurer can pick from one of 4. Take Gracie's
chicken.
Days of Heaven, for example, which launches poor souls into the air before
like that.
crashing them back down to earth. Or how about Frank's Call of Seteki, with which our humble mercenary can summon the undead to fight alongside him?
That's cool.
The cheeky sausage. As for Archie's divine
that.
poultry punishment, well, quite.
Turns them into chickens.
If you feel supernatural powers are just not cricket, then Strange Brigade also offers a more civilized option.
Very
The
civilized.
finest firearms available. Shotguns, semi-automatic rifles, hunting rifles, submachine guns, pistols, and all manner of grenades. They've got the lot. Happen upon any prototype weapons on your travels and they're yours to use. Well, for a limited time only, of course.
Second
Like the
reminds me of
bombastic
Call of Duty
blunderbuss,
Zombies.
or
Say,
this
yeah.
rather explosive crossbow.
Hey.
Keen adventurers would do well to explore off the beaten track and behind confounding contraptions. Find and open treasure chests to acquire gold and all manner of glittering goodies, including powerful gems. Install these mystical jewels at the conveniently placed workbenches and bestow rather jazzy buffs on your
So,
guns.
pack a punch.
From deadlier headshot to healing
Yeah.
powers and freezing ice bullets. Brrr.
But are those
The
permanent or is
adventure
that per
doesn't stop
round?
with the Strange
You get those
Brigade
gems.
story campaign. Why not face wave after wave of foul fiends in Horde mode? Or
What an
maybe you
original
fancy
title.
a cheeky twist on the Strange Brigade formula in Score Attack. Just like the campaign, you can brave both
Score
Horde
would be
mode
more
and
like
Score
zombies,
Attack
wouldn't it?
alone or with friends.
The Horde
So
mode, I
what
would
are you
assume,
waiting
'cause
for?
Horde would be
With
endless.
their individual
So you're trying to get the
proficiencies,
higher. Like we made
bombastic
wave
weaponry,
30.
and
Right.
supernatural vigor. If anyone can stop Seteki, it's the Strange Brigade.
They don't look like they can do a whole lot. I don't trust them. August 28th. All right, impressions?
Well, at first I was kind of thrown off, to be honest, but as they actually
Why does
started,
Dale know about this?
I don't know. As they were actually explaining like actual like gameplay like features and mechanics and stuff like that, I'm actually a little bit interested.
Yeah.
I'm curious what the longevity of the title would be and the price point before I'm all in, but it actually looks kind of fun. So
I was gonna say that too. Like I was watching, I'm like, this is a game. This is my kind of game. This is a game I would definitely play. The big thing that I'm wondering about is, like you said, I want to know how many maps are there, how many weapons. They said there are 16 different like powers, which is a good chunk. And then yeah, what's the price point? Because I don't know if I'd spend $60 on that. It looks cool. If it's $40, I'd probably pick it up easy. It looks like a $40 game to me, but $60 would be a little steep. But if it had enough content, have enough maps, have enough longevity, I would pick it up because I mean you have stuff you can get for progression like powers or whatever, and 4-player co-op. I mean you're talking my language. So plus the shooting looked tight. There's a good amount of enemies, and graphically it's a lot better than I thought it was going to look. So it's pretty cool. I want to look into it further.
I mean, it feels like a standalone version of Zombies mode for, what is it, Black Ops has that?
most Call of Duties now, but yeah.
Okay. So it just feels like that. So I would, like I said, I wouldn't be wanting to pay full price for this. It just feels like taking that and ripping it out and making its own little disc. But it does look fun. And it doesn't take itself super serious.
Yep.
Especially like the commercial really emphasized like just the way they were talking through it. It's not super serious at all, but it looks fun and entertaining, and like there's enough variety of enemies that it could be interesting and complex in that. But yeah, I do worry about like longevity of it too.
Yeah, I don't want to play a match and then not outside of if I enjoy it, that's fine, but I don't want to beat like a couple levels and be like, okay, well I did that. Like I want something to have to work towards because that'll keep you coming back and playing because it's gonna be fun playing with your friends and strategizing. Obviously, there's enemies that do a bunch of random shit. Kind of reminds me of like Left 4 Dead in that sense. Special Infected, which is pretty standard in a lot of games. But like dudes with shields and stuff like that, you're gonna have to like flank around them. So that'll be a fun thing. But yeah, progression is really important for that. So
Even if it's just like cosmetics or things like
Yeah,
that for your
if you can
weapons
change
or
the
for
way you look, yeah.
That'll really help.
Anything, yeah, would make me want to pick it up. But yeah, if it's like cut and dry, like fucking, there's the 16 powers and everything else is random, I don't know if I'd even play it. So it's not enough for me. Yeah, anything else you guys want to say on the Strange Brigade? The Strange Brigade. Let us know in the comments what you think about this game. Have you heard about this game? Did you know what the fuck it was prior? Are you still like sitting there like, what the hell are we even talking about? Why are we talking about this fucking game? Never heard of this shit. Let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Strange Brigade and strange things in general. Last thing we're gonna watch is the Battlefield 5 official Gamescom trailer, Devastation of Rotterdam. Yeah, pretty excited to see this. I'm aside from the social politics of lack of good PR from DICE in their current situation that I'm not going to get into because I think they're handling it really bad. The game is looking pretty good. I do have some concerns though, but I'm really excited because World War II. Anything you guys are thinking about when it comes to Battlefield 5 before we watch this?
I haven't really been following. So, I mean, the last time I even heard anything on this game was when we watched the E3 stuff. So
yeah. Bang, bang.
Thank you.
Pew, pew.
Pew pew. Grenade. Granada.
Bop. It's a good opinion. Yeah, I'm hoping this trailer will be, because I don't think any of us have watched this. I'm hoping this trailer will show more gameplay, because they've been really, in their trailers, doing a lot of, like, premeditated, like, it's all in-game engine, but that's just loose talk. It's still, like, make sure the plane lands here and hits there, and it's all really set up.
It's all on track. It's all set up and pre-decision where it goes.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of like just real quick cuts and stuff. You can barely even tell what the hell's happening. They're almost like selling like an atmosphere more than a visual. So I'm hoping they show more in this. But yeah, let's do it. That X, what was that?
I've never seen that before.
And of course it is fucking immaculate looking. I still play Battlefield 1. I'm just like, this is amazing looking. Damn. I like the transition. It's cool. It shows it's like it being more pristine to ruin.
I mean, at least this time we're getting like perspective of how you'd be playing it. Instead
Yeah.
of cinematic stuff.
Bang bang. I hope from the start of this game coming out that the dogfight mode will just be there. Because they released that so late into Battlefield 1.
God, that field looks really cool. The field of flowers.
Oh, Battle Royale.
Oh.
That's scary, it's fire.
Yeah.
Games play best on Xbox One.
Oh yeah? We'll yeah, leave that to per person interpretation. Yeah, thoughts? If you got anything going on up in that fucking computer of yours?
Yeah, nothing.
There's nothing up there. Let's not talk about it.
I wasn't like super. I think the trailer was almost like unneeded because it was very similar in a lot of ways to what they've already shown, and the little bit of gameplay we did get was like once again real
Which is
quick,
something that I had a problem with the last ones, yeah.
So I mean, I'm still like, I'm always interested in Battlefield. Like I one of the few shooters I do enjoy. It's just this game isn't that far out at this point, and I still haven't really just seen like a match played. Like it's weird.
There are videos out there that you can watch people play the game, but they haven't really done any like trailers that show off like the gameplay.
Yeah.
As like these cinematic trailers that are like gameplay but really planned out gameplay and stuff. So it's and it's like all the quick flashing and shit. There's a couple things in there I kind of appreciate. Like I said, I really like how in the beginning of the trailer, like the city was normal looking, and then after the explosion happened, it showed the city showing the destruction. I'm hoping it is that crazy, because that'd be very impressive if they make the whole city destructible.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I feel the same when I was watching it. And when you said that this trailer doesn't really matter, I kind of feel that too, because because all games when they're coming out have like, you know, 3 trailers that happen at, you know, at the very least, and they kind of any good string of trailers are gonna build from it. The first one's gonna show you a little bit. It's probably gonna be a teaser. It's gonna be like a 1 minute, 2 minute trailer just to get you like, oh shit, I'm excited for this. The second one's always gonna be like a bigger one. You're gonna get a chunk of it, and that's one everyone's gonna be fucking freaking out about. And then the third one's gonna be like, it's coming soon. You know, expect this. All these trailers I've seen for Battlefield, they haven't gotten me hyped. I'm hyped just because I like Battlefield. I like World War II. So that's exciting for me. And I have watched gameplay videos, so I know what the game looks like, and it looks like Battlefield. But yeah, none of the trailers have done any of that hype.
Right.
So if they need somebody else to work on the trailers, I think, because this guy is just not, or girl is not
or team.
not cutting it. I could do that. I don't have a fucking team to do that. The one thing though, my biggest concern about Battlefield 5, I know there's a lot of controversy, but my big concern is I love the soundtrack to Battlefield 1 so much that I don't want them to ever not do that again. I need this game to have as good, if not better, soundtrack than fucking Battlefield 1 does, because that is such an amazing experience to be doing that grand of a fucking scale of battle, and to have music swell and just like make the cinematic experience that's just insane. And none of these trailers have really even shown me something that seems like it's going to be like that, but I don't know.
They're all just kind of a blur for me at this point. I mean, I'm not really into first-person shooters anyways, but like I can watch trailers for them and like usually like you said, tell like there's this little intro one, this one's the chunk of it, and like, oh, here it comes soon. This one, they just all feel the same. And this feels like it should have been part of the first set of trailers that we watched. There's no like there's no build up, there's no anticipation and crescendo and climax and all that stuff. It's just kind of like, okay, this is cool, this is neat. What else you got?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like I'll watch the trailer. I'm like, okay, let's get to it, man. Like, what? Show me something to get excited about. And it's just like a lot of explosions and people shooting. I'm like, that's every shooter ever. It looks beautiful.
Yeah,
right?
It looks great.
It looks amazing. But so did Battlefield 1. And so does a lot of shooters nowadays. So it's like, you know, I'm excited about the fucking rolling out Windows shit. That's amazing. But I mean, that most people aren't going to look at that and go, that's awesome. I'm just like, that's fucking dope. You can do that. But yeah, I do. I have that same feeling of almost emptiness when I watch their trailers, because I'm just like, gunshots, explosions, and I love that shit. Right. And I'm just like, yeah, I've seen this a million times.
Yeah, of all the people on the channel, you are the FPS guy.
This is true. I would like for them to do like trailers, and it's getting late now because the game's coming out soon. I would have loved to see them do trailers of like the maps. Like, start the trailer out with like an overhead of like what the map looks like, give a quick fucking detail of where it's located and what happened there, and then kind of come in onto the battlefield and show what's like a battle happening there, and then show the destruction off, and then talk about features as it happens. That would have been fucking dope. That would have got me excited as a history buff to be like, this is the battlefield where this took place, all that shit.
Right.
But we got like modern fucking fucking music and just bum 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 and just shit blowing up, and I'm just like, it's like fucking, I get it, John Wick. Cool.
Well, that's pretty much what
what
they're missing too. Is like most companies will have like the trailer you'd expect to see on TV, essentially. You know,
which is that?
Yeah. Well, it's been all of them. They have then the teaser. You know, or the, you know, coming soon, pre-order now one or whatever. And then, there's usually the more like tech talk one, and that's the one they're missing. And I mean, we kind of said that already, but I mean, it's really just kind of a big emphasis. Like, even at E3, when they were doing Battlefield 1, they did a 45-minute like show of people playing Battlefield 1, so you got to actually like dig into it more. And they just kind of glossed over it this year, it seemed like. So
That's what the whole thing kind of feels like. Even like with all the controversy and shit, EA and DICE are just like, deal with it. Don't buy it if you don't want it. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, do you not want to sell the game? I get you don't agree with some of the people who are bitching about shit, but you need to have communication. You need to be talking about why you're doing this. And, you know, working with people, not just going, fuck you, don't buy it. It's like, okay.
Well, I mean, like, trailers like this would work in the past. Like, way back in, like, the early 90s. Like, something like this you could get away with. But these days, people want to know what they're buying because there's been, I guess, a lot of burns in the past from games that people have bought. And so consumers are a little more cautious of what they're paying for, especially for the price point that we're paying for these games. We just want to know what's going on, like what are little details that we're going to get into it.
Well, and Battlefield has a rocky kind of legacy to it because like with Call of Duty, you got people who don't play them that hate them, and the people who do play them, you don't even hear from them because they're busy playing Call of Duty. They probably don't even know who makes the game. They just play it. And I like anytime you hop on there and play with people in Call of Duty, you can just tell you're talking to them. They don't know where the fuck they are. They're just shooting shit. They're not in the comments. They're nowhere. They're not involved in communities. They just play Call of Duty. They don't even know they're in a community. Battlefield, though, people love Battlefield, but there are Battlefields that have come out that some people love and some people hate. And there's Battlefields that everyone hates, and there's some that like Hardline was not well received. It had some cool ideas, but it was not Battlefield. And then I really like Battlefield 1. There's people who fucking hate it. I liked Battlefield 3. Some people didn't like the direction they went. Everybody loves 1942 and they love Battlefield 2. My favorite one's 2142. No one played that apparently. And then fucking shit. I feel like Battlefield 4 was fucking released too quickly. It was pretty much Battlefield 3.5, which I thought was a better version. But some people fucking hated it. So with that kind of difference in the fans of the game and how they don't really agree, releasing this and not telling people why they all should be excited for it is not really helping get hype built. Their pre-orders are lower than like all the other Battlefields, I guess. They are lower than Red Dead and COD right now, which is crazy because I remember the last ever since Battlefield 3, people are always like, oh, this is the COD killer. It's never going to kill COD. But people are like, this is going to fucking do it. No one's saying that right now. And it's coming out when fucking Call of Duty and Red Dead come out. That's not a good sign. That it's not getting those pre-orders.
Games all at once, and if it's low in the pre-orders, yeah.
Red Dead's going to fucking put a dent in both of those games' sales. But Call of Duty's hype right now, I'm hearing a lot of good things from people. I liked it a lot. But even on Twitter, a lot of people are like, Call of Duty's fucking dope. I'm like, wow, this is positive. That's weird. So that's awesome to hear. But I'm not hearing anything good about Battlefield 5. So I'm a little fucking concerned with, I think it's management. I think it's people running shit right now. I don't think they're running it very well. So just a little tidbits. There's a lot going on with Battlefield 5. And it kind of shows with the trailers. They don't seem well planned. Well, there's not really, it doesn't seem like they got a good strategy to build towards this game coming out. So I don't know. I'm giving a fucking politician.
Oh, with the hiccups they've had with Battlefront as well. So.
Oh yeah, and that's DICE and EA. It's really hard to watch. So, going back, I hope Battlefield 5 is awesome. I hope people pick it up if it is good, and I hope EA does not fuck anyone over, and I hope DICE gets to make the game they want to make. The guy also, who I think was the director of the company, fucking bailed. They paid him to not quit. He agreed to it, took the money, and then quit.
Wow.
So he left, I think, like a month or two ago. I don't remember. He bailed. So it's really shaky shit going on with Battlefield 5. Anything else you guys want to say? So we got to fucking get to bed. We got to get up early as shit.
Yeah, like 5 hours.
Fun. And I'm going to half edit this. I don't think I'm going to do the whole thing. Bang, bang. Let us know in the comments, what are you thinking about Battlefield 5? What are you thinking about, how do you think it's going to be received? Do you think it's going to do well? Are you concerned? Are you concerned about any of the controversy? Feel free to comment in, about that. Just keep it civil if you guys get into it about, historical accuracy and all that shit. And what do you think about EA and how they're handling things? What do you think about DICE and how they're handling things? What do you think about the guy who just bailed from Battlefield? What do you think about this trailer? Do you think it was good enough? Do you like it? Is there something we missed in it? Let's know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Battlefield 5. That's going to do it for this episode of Tastecast, episode 73, I believe. As always, thank you for watching. I always forget where we're at and what we're doing and who you guys are. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook at Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out the streams on Twitch at Tasty Senpai, all one word, and Tasty_fruit. Hit the notification button to know when we go live. We have a Discord link down below. Make sure to click that. Talk to us anytime, all the time. And we are on Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast platforms if you would prefer to listen to us. And if you're listening to us and you want to watch us, we're at YouTube at Tasty Loot Gaming. And yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
Until next episode, and until the next time we see Chris again in the physical flesh, because he's going back in his box like a lion tamer. I have to take one of these chairs and I have to fucking get in there.
There's talk of winter visits.
There's whispers of winter visits.
Winter's coming.
Until the next episode, have a great weekend, guys, and take it easy. And let's get some fucking likes for Chris being back.
Hey.
I don't know. Last time you said that, it was...
You give me 5,000 likes and I'll move home.
Our community needs to figure that out. We'll make multiple accounts.